always fresh every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
Today's episode involves a few crashes, a stolen car recovered 39 years later, and news on more green coming out of V-Dub. Certainly a very scatterbrained script today. Yeah, we're going to be all over the place, but first, let's sell out a little bit, huh?
Sure.
Tiger Woods. Ian, add that to the tags list for today's show. Yes, we went there. All that plus FLDetours with Leo Parente in the Nissan GT-R. Another one for the tag list. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D. You're watching Fast Crash Daily. Crash.
Over there.
Okay, fine. Sex. How about that?
We're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the fast lane daily.
All right, we were really trying to avoid reporting on this story, but we kind of have to. This is not our place to report on Tiger Woods' current situation, but we quickly want to drop this bombshell. So the Caddillac Escalade that Tiger crashed the day after Thanksgiving 2 weeks ago is actually owned by GM and used as a promotional vehicle. We assume it was given to the golf star as part of his Buick sponsorship deal. Anyway, Cadillac spokesman David Caldwell has said the car will be repaired and could be thrown back into fleet service. Another option is the car could be auctioned off. Auctioned off? GM, really? Wow. Either way, enough on Tiger. Let's get to some other news. Yet another Pagani Zonda has crashed. It's not often that a $1.5 million exotic wrecks, so when one of the 25 Zonda Fs bites the dust, it's definitely worth a mention on the show. It happened in Hong Kong, the location of the last Zonda crash that happened just a few years ago. Reports are still sketchy, but from what we understand, this isn't a case of an exotic car owner driving stupid on public roads. It seems the owner was on his way back from a track event when an out-of-control truck forced the Zonda to crash into a few parked cars to avoid a more serious accident. Well, either way, we're glad everyone was unhurt, and we're sure the other 24 Zonda F owners are happy to see the value of their cars just went up. Ever have something stolen from you? You get like that feeling of, oh, you've got to be kidding me. It's just the worst. Well, as Chance Mayfield was walking out of a bar in Tennessee one night in November 1970, he noticed his 1965 Nassau blue convertible Corvette with a white top was gone. And by gone, I mean stolen. Fast forward 39 years, the car eventually was traced to Mayfield when a collector in Arizona had bought it, and when he tried to register the VIN through the National Insurance Claims Bureau, it showed the car was stolen. Previous collectors had it, but apparently no one ever checked. At the time it was stolen 39 years ago, the Vette was worth about $2,200. Today, it's worth an estimated $65,000 strong. The most recent owner of the Corvette resolved the case in court, and Mayfield will be trailering his beloved Corvette back from Arizona next week. Gotta love happy endings.
That's what she said.
Okay, that was the correct time to use that, Ian. All right. And in the internet rumor mill, nice. And in the internet rumor mill, okay, foghorn again, interesting. VW America President Stefan Jacoby has hinted that the Up hatchback will be making its way to the US. The Up Light was revealed in LA last week and will begin sales in Germany in 2011. As reported, it could be coming here by 2014. Along with this, Jacoby confirmed that the next generation Beetle will be coming in 2012, but in clean diesel form. Cool news for the nerds. Cool news for the nerds. Let's see how things turn out. Next up, we got FLDetours with Leo the Suit as he fights with Godzilla. Yep, the Nissan GT-R.
Hey everybody, it's your friend Alan K from Fastlane Daily, dressed up once again this year as a Christmas tree. Are you looking for the perfect gift for that car guy in your life? Then give him Fastlane Daily. Fastlane Daily is always fresh every day. You get great car news with Derek D, features like Shakedown with Leo Parente, FLDetours, and of course Bob Schubin. So give Fastlane Daily for the holidays. And best wishes from all your friends at Fastlane Daily. What just happened?
I'm about to review the most intimidating car in the world, the Nissan GT-R. Not because of its awesome performance, but because I'm about to launch my opinion into the internet where millions of rabid GT-R fanboys are going to cut up everything I say if I don't deify their beloved Godzilla. The car, I think I can handle it. The helmet, It's to fend off the haterade, the verbal spring coming off the back of a Braun F1, if you will. This is FLDetours. Let's go. To prepare for the GT-R, I read all the reviews. I'm sure you have too. And most of them were high-speed work, racetrack stuff. We can't do that. So we're going to look at what's the real deal with this car in the real world. Is this the greatest street car ever? Or is it so powerful it's useless? But like a handgun, where if you just wave it around, it makes the statement you want. The GT-R has all the tools you need. Things like carbon fiber drive shaft, carbon diffuser, aero under tray. For 2010, new, more rigid race car-like brake lines for better brake pedal feel. New launch control software, launches at a lower RPM. It's a warranty thing, but it still works. So one of the things that crossed my mind was comparing this car to the 370Z Nismo. And here are the differences. 500 pounds more for the GT-R, 10 inches shorter wheelbase for the Z car. A real manual transmission in the Z is double clutch, really automatic in the GT-R. But the difference is 8 pounds for every horsepower in the GT-R versus the Z having to push 9.4. From a torque standpoint, 9 versus 12 plus. So bigger is better. The GT-R is a quicker car. For 2010, plus 5 horsepower, plus pounds-feet of torque on the engine. But you know what? The numbers on this car have always been a myth from day one. So I think they're talking about the plus numbers just to plus the MSRP, which, by the way, is another myth, thanks to dealer markups. For 2010, they redid the suspension, softer springs, revalved shocks for a better ride on the road. Doesn't affect the handling of this car, and actually it works a little better on rough pavement, so it's a good thing for the real world. When it comes to handling, this thing clings like stripper glitter. But like that lap dance with Diamond or Cherry or whatever, you get all the moves, but there's no feeling, no emotion. And that's the thing with this car. It's kind of detached. It's a clinical, get-the-job-done piece of equipment that performs exceptionally great. To be blunt, this car does have less road feel than a lot of other cars. It's kind of like driving a video game because I'm using visual clues to figure out how to make this car do its thing. And that's probably why all the computer controls kick in here and why I shouldn't be touching the VDC button. I don't want to go off warranty or off-road. Comes with its own pit crew. Literally, if there's ever a mechanical problem and you take it to a Nissan dealership, the dealer's required to contact Nissan, the factory, and they either send out or put an engineer on your case to monitor and help you with the repair. Bottom line, I'm using maybe 25% of this car in the real world. Clarkson says 10%, guess that makes me better. This thing's a handgun. You can't use it, you just wave it around to get the effect you want and shout to the crowd, there's a new sheriff in town and his name is Reggie Hammond, or in this case, GT-R. But you know what? Like the movie 48 Hours, it's okay to scare the rednecks, or as I call them, Corvette owners. How can you not take a GT-R and drive it fast on a track? So 5 stolen cones later, we have the Derek Ring, our own racetrack. The white belt hell, here we go. So you may be wondering how I get to test drive the GT-R. I don't think it was a suit racing thing. You know, you guys accuse me of being a little boring and kind of clinical. Well, frankly, that's the GT-R. It just gets down to business and gets the job done. Maybe we got a little in common. This thing strips like... I thought that was a cop. You got me worried.
Good job, Leo. I really like the integration between the monster Godzilla and the actual car Godzilla. And that stripper glitter line was pretty badass. But only you, Leo. Only you could deliver that. Well, that about does it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D. We'll see you guys tomorrow for a very special hump day. Why, Ian?
That's what she said.
Exactly. That's what she said.
On location tomorrow.
On location tomorrow. Where?
Atlanta studio.
Atlanta studio. They're lying. We'll see you tomorrow. The Nissan GT-R.
One take wonder.
One take wonder. Yeah.
There.
Thanks.
One.
Little mess ups, but you know, we got it done.
Good job.
That's what she said.
We need like streamers popping out.
Woo, woo. There's it is. Hey, oh, ho, ho, ho.